This is a word for somebody. This is a word for somebody. Don't give up. Don't give up. If the first time you try, it don't come out the way you would like, I'm gonna need for you to keep on going. The question is, after that first attempt and things don't go the way you want them to go, people don't respond the way that you would like for them to respond, after you experience some resistance saying you shouldn't do that, why would you do that? How are you assessing the full situation? What is your full perspective about the situation? Are you deeming it as over? Are you no longer making pancakes? And this is not about pancakes. Are you giving up? Because let's focus for a second. Hold on. Let's move these other ones out of the way real quick. Let's get into it. You decided that you were going to step out on faith, believe in yourself, that you were going to do something beyond what you typically would do. But when you tried, this happened. When you finally put yourself out there, this happened. Then you started thinking thoughts of, why did I do this in the first place? Oh my God, I'm terrible. Oh my God, I'm horrible. I don't know what I'm doing. Well, let's talk about how you never done it before. Would you like to extend some grace to yourself? You're so caught up on it not being perfect when you first step out on faith to do it. It takes faith to do something that you've never done before. It takes faith to take an idea out of your mind and bring it into reality. It takes courage to believe something, to dream it, to imagine it, and to say, I'm going to execute it. I am going to bring it into this hemisphere. I am going to actualize it. But when you actualize it, you get this. You get this, and you feel as though that you weren't meant to do it. So then, after it's over, what you do is you be like, oh my God, it wasn't perfect. It was terrible. It was burnt. All you think about is it being burnt. But then let's just say for those of you who are like, I'm gonna try again. I'm gonna try again, and I'm going to make sure that it's perfect, that it's not burnt this time. Because this time you're focused on not being better, just it not being burnt. But let's get into it. This next pancake, beautiful, and it is not burnt, but it is undercooked. This is usually what happens when you step out and do something. You step out, it's not the way you want it to be. It's not perfect, so the next time you try to make it exactly the way that you want it to be, but it's lacking substance. It lacks the quality, the meat, what holds it together. You step out on faith, and now you're just caught up on the outside. How are people going to perceive it? How are people going to receive it? You're caught up on the container, the exterior, but it's undercooked. Does it matter? No. But what you can do, all hope is not lost, because what you can do is this. You can say, okay, this time I just had to try. It didn't turn out the way I wanted to. The next time I try to make it exactly the way I wanted to, and I realized this is not about perfection. This is about quality. This is about not getting it right, but doing it well, with intention, and practicing over and over and over again. And what you you get something better. Right in the middle. Right in between. And people say, hey, that's a good pancake. People might laugh at you right here because it's like, girl, why are you out here trying to do that? Boy, why are you out here trying to do that? Are you crazy? Then you might draw them in. Then they might believe you because you got the outside of it looking right, because you made it look good. But was it good by the time people got into whatever it is that you're presenting to the world? So then you decide to assess yourself and say, okay, this one is getting better. Now I know exactly what to do. I don't know who this word is for, but I need for you to trust the pancake process. Trust the pancake process. Until this day, I've been cooking pancakes for years, but for some reason, you know, that first one, it don't always look like this, but that first one is never as good as that last one. This is a visualization of perseverance, people. Precision, practice. Keep putting it out there, whatever it is. Get it out of your mind. You deserve that. Because more ideas need to come to you, but you have to make room, make space, and get the ones that you have in there now. You have to actualize it, execute, and get it out. Okay? Now, don't be throwing this away, because this is pretty, well, I can't throw it away. I think it's a pretty good pancake. This is a sweet potato pancake. All these are sweet potato pancakes. But my point is, all of this is a part of the process. If I had to demonstrate what the process looked like, this is what it looks like. This is what it looks like. Get it wrong. Be willing to get it wrong. Make the mistake. So you know exactly what not to do. Try to get it perfect and see why perfection is actually an illusion. Then you realize it's about the quality. It's about the quality. All right, so this is how I made the sweet potato pancake batter. Sweet potato protein pancake batter, if you will. First, I baked a sweet potato. I put it in the oven for about an hour and a half on 450. Yes, and this is what you get when you do so. I put it in the measuring cup and I mash it up. Then I stir and try to get it to like a puree state. Then I'm adding the Kodak. I don't know how to say this brand's name, but I put that mix into the, what is this called again? Oh, the measuring cup, yeah. And then I add almond milk. And I'm going to stir until it comes to a point where I'm like, okay, it's time to put it in the pan. But obviously I needed a little bit more. So here goes the almond milk, unsweetened by the way. And now I am stirring again, stirring. And now it's time to add the ground cinnamon as well as the vanilla extract. That is what you see here in the clip. I usually just do like a cap of the vanilla extract, but that might be too much. Don't judge me. And then I was running out of honey, but God provided. Okay, I added some honey, and then I stirred, and voila, magic. I know y'all heard that car in the background, but here's my sweet potato protein pancake batter. We are getting ready to flow into music, movement, and motivation. A segment designed to help you to decrease anxiousness, to be present with your body, and one with your body by the way of stretching, self-produced music by me, and the motivational tip of the week to keep you uplifted throughout the week. This segment is posted in the montage video every Sunday at 6 p.m., Moments and Momentum, and reposted every Wednesday at 4 p.m. if you missed it on Sunday or just want to do it in the middle of the week. If you're like, Mikeya, this is not enough. I did the stretch. 6 minutes is cute, but I need more. You can always go to my channel and click on this playlist right here to binge as much as you need to. With that being said, let's get into the movement or the stretch of the week, which is head and neck rotations. And the demonstration is on the screen, Exhibit A. We are simply going to look to the right, back to the middle, to the left, back to the middle. That's one set. We are going to do this for a total of 5 times for one set. Well, that's one set. Wait, did I say that right? So when you go right, middle, left, middle, 1. We're going to do that for a total of 5 times, but we're going to do 2 more rounds after that. Does that make sense? We're going to reset for a second and then go to the next round. But before we get into the movement, we are going to do intentional breathing. We are going to inhale up, hold for 5 seconds, and release. Last but not least, if you get lost in the sauce where it gets so good to you, you will hear this sound to let you know that it is time to transition or conclude. With that being said, let's begin. It's just certain shit I'm not dealing with anymore, right? Not just from others, but from myself. Like, I'm setting boundaries with myself now, and for better, for worse, through all of the hurt, I love you for sure. The ceilings, the floor. I just think about how far I've come, right? I think about decisions I used to make based off of fear, anxiety, insecurity. And now my life is like the total opposite. For better, for worse, through all of the hurt, I love you for sure. The ceilings, the floor. And when I started making these transitions or these better decisions, some things changed in my life that I didn't expect. And then I would go through the grieving process, right? For better, for worse, through all of the hurt, I love you for sure. The ceilings, the floor. And I mean, there has been plenty times in my life where I grieved, but I think God chooses seasons for us to grieve a little more so we can grow into the person that we're supposed to be, and that it hurts, you know? The ceilings, the I love you for sure. The ceilings, the floor. And the test is, will you stay true to yourself in the midst of this grief, in the midst of this hurt, in the midst of these changes? I'm not saying that you're going to be perfect, but will you remain true to who you are at your core? Because life is going to test you to see if you really are who you are. Through all of the hurt, I love you for sure. And you still remain with yourself, maybe alone, but you're home. So many people are out here in the world and they don't belong, but you remain. You found a space within yourself where you feel safe. Congratulations. Through all the hurt, the ceiling is now